Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Hey Doris. Hi Michelle. Hi Vicky. Hi Teresa. Put this behind me. Hey Kathy. Hi Robin. Oh good, thanks. Let me know. Robin. I think I was incomplete sentences there. Okay. So I wasn't expecting this package that I had until Wednesday. So I'm going to show you that in just a second as soon as the comments jump over so I can see both of them. Hi Billy D, nice to see you. So you went back to Texas then, huh? Okay, so like I said, I wasn't expecting this shipment till Wednesday and it came in. Hey LaDonna. Okay, perfect. So let's just exit out of that. My mom did something to her phone, so now she can't make calls. She can only receive them, and everything's in Spanish. Hi Deborah. Hey Mitzi. So I'm no idea what she's done. Okay, so these are the things that I got in and wasn't expecting. We got in a new, or it's an older washi tape from All and Create. I don't think we've had this before, but it is beautiful flowers that you can layer up to make a big piece. So I think, well, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Because I sold out so quickly of my art journaling class on Saturday, I'm thinking I might put another one in the morning. And then I'm going to work on a card class next. Then I have a mini album class, just to let you know. Hi Jan. I'm trying to get so much stuff done. I had really big plans for today. Had a long list. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, spend an hour doing this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, didn't do any of it. I'm about 9,000 emails behind, so if you're waiting for a response on an email, I'm sorry. It'll take a while. Okay, paper pad, a new one from Studio Light. Yeah, Michelle, I've told her how to fix it, and then I sent her a text message, but the text message came in Spanish, so she couldn't read it. So I told her, you're going to have someone take you to the T-Mobile store and have them fix it. She clicks things she shouldn't. Anyway, paper pad, shabby wood. There are 16 designs in here. 24 sheets. Look how pretty this paper pad is. I'm going to hold it sideways. This, Donna, I know, but it's like, oh, I'm frustrating myself that I can't do as much quicker. These would make fantastic planner background pages. Absolutely fantastic. So I think you get 3 of each design. Yeah. You're going to get 3 of each design. So you can make a double page spread and then you've got matting. But, I mean, these wood patterns are gorgeous. And then she's frustrated, so she sent me an email. I have to call her doctor, and the whole email's in the subject line. It's like, oh, dear. So I was taking care of her as well this morning. Look, just, you know, if you're looking for some paper that is all about wood, this is a great little pad. So flick through quickly. You've got your blues. You've got wider planks. A lot of grays and browns. Great neutral palette. So that is available. If you look under Just In, it's called Shabby Wood. And there's a, actually I would use this back page as well. I'd cut that up and use that as embellishments and stamp on it. So she pressed a button, LaDonna, but apparently she says she didn't press the button. The phone does random things automatically. It's not, hi Lisa, I know it's not the phone doing random things. I got her a new one last year. It's a year old. And this phone just doesn't randomly do stuff. She's pressing buttons and she's not realizing. Okay, we've got also a Lavinia Dreamscape paper pad. We have just this one left. And it doesn't come with sticky on the end because I just ripped it. So, okay, I'm going to show you this paper pad. I'm a mess. So, look how gorgeous that paper is. Yeah, Michelle, she does have one of those random phones that just does random stuff. It doesn't let her answer. It's not her fault. It's the phone. Gorgeous patterns in here. So it's it's more watercolor looking to me than alcohol ink looking. Backgrounds, just stunning. I'm going to have a go at making some of these. So anyway, we've got one pad left. I do have some more on order, but it's getting a little tricky to get things now. Saying that, I have a Paper Artsy order arriving on Wednesday. And I just ordered the new Paper Artsy for March. With some things right up my alley in that one. So look at that. Just anyway, stunning. So Lavinia, it's called Dreamscape Papers. It is under Just In. So yeah, I have to be honest with you guys. I am discombobulated. I was, you know, we're kind of at war and I wasn't sure what to do, and I'm just going to go on and show happy stuff because that's all I can do. So this is a ripped packet also. So maybe somebody doesn't want the packet. So we've had this in I first got it in a 6x6. Then I got it in 8x8, and I think I even got an 8.5x11 paper pad that had different things in. I love this pattern. This is called Majestic Dreams, and now we have it in a 12x12. This is made by Ciao Bella. You only get one sheet of each. It is made in Italy. It is stunning. I mean, so you can cut this up for planner pages. I was cutting it up, but the thing is, because I was using the 6x6 pad to start, you know, you can't really make a planner page unless you piece things together. I was using it for embellishments. But, I mean, look at this paper. This is just... It says nature is the answer. I mean, if you were a card maker, just cut this one for a card front, and then maybe add a little glossy accents in the middle or some black stickles or something, and you've got a beautiful card. But the papers are just stunning. But they really, really piss me off. But they only have one sheet of each in the packet. So you got to buy 2 packets because you need 2 sheets. Because you're going to use the A side or you're going to use the B side. So you have to get 2 packs. That's my opinion. But I do love what they have. I mean, look at this. I think I made a whole bunch of Rolodex cards with this from the 6x6. And I used ripped edges in my journal. Because, I mean, look at that. I know I used this one in my journal. It's just gorgeous. Flowers are like friends. They bring color to your world and the flutter of tiny wings. It's just, I mean, look. I think I'm going to have to do, I'm going to try and replicate this on a live. Let's see if we can make something like that. I bet we can. Okay, that love one. with the hearts. And these like plaster or handmade paper. The details, terrific. Keep going. Lost in a Dream. Whoever their artist is over there, I'm sure there's multiple artists. They just do a stunning job. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. Again, that's just a card front, right? Add a little embellishment with some shimmer and you're done. What a shame the bag ripped. I can't put it back in there. I guess the store's going to have to buy this one because it's damaged package. Yeah, I think so. Oh, this was one of my favorites in the 6x6. And then again, these are card fronts. Art is not a thing, it is a way. Listen to your heart, renew your dreams, darling, you are beautiful. I don't know who you'd use that one for, but double-sided. Lovely borders. You could use this and cut it up into strips. That would be great on a scrapbook page. And again, this is another one of my favorites. Just gorgeous. Okay, so that one is called Majestic Dream. That is under Justin as well. So, oh, I can't believe I damaged the package. Then we have more funny sayings from All and Create. This one's called Comic Tags. So you get all these really fun sayings. This time it's on craft. Hey, Yvonne. I get enough exercise pushing my luck. I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. When nothing is going right, go left. Everyone seems normal until you get to know them. I love my job when I'm on vacation. Life is short, smile while you still have teeth. Be happy, it drives people crazy. I lost your number, I lost it when I hit delete. I'm not a hot mess, I'm a spicy disaster. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. So lots and lots of sayings, 189 pieces in here. So some of them are like little punctuation marks and question marks and little smiley faces, but there's not too many of those in the packet. So these are great. Tuesday is Monday's ugly sister. Ooh, when life gives you lemons, squeeze them. Oh! When life gives you lemons, squeeze them in people's eyes. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So anyway, that's called Comic Tags. And then I got from Studio Light this mini little paper pad. So we've had these before. They're like little tickets and things you can cut up, but I just opened it this one. This is called On the Road. So Ticket to Ride, Let's Drink and Forget How Old We Are, My Cave, My Rules, On the Road Again. So you get a few packets of different colors. You can obviously use the back for something. Oh, that's really mean to squeeze lemon in people's eyes, but it's funny. Little postcards. 3. So you get 3, it looks like, of each design. And so these make fun tags to just pop in a pocket and journal on it. Some tickets, LA, Zurich, Madrid, Sydney, Australia. More tickets and baggage claims. Okay, so again under Justin, a little mini paper pad. And then this one. So I think you can't really see much. This is another plastic template. I know these are old-fashioned. We've sold 2 or 3 different kinds in the store. We've sold a ton of them. They make terrific journals. This one is called Memory Journal. And you get, let me just open this because the store will be getting one. We'll do a make and take with it. Okay, so this one, it makes a journal. So the thing is, you take a pencil and you put it on your piece of paper. I normally use craft, and you just draw around it, then you cut it out. You can use a corner rounder. Then if you want to do a layer on top, you use the inside line and you just journal on it. So here, there's multiple things you can do, as it says on the back. This is a journal band, so you can close the journal. So your paper would slip through here, and you would keep it closed, right? These are fantastic. You need just use scissors and a pencil, any papers you want. This one has holes if you want to sew a binding. I think you can see them, there's tiny little holes there. So if you want to sew the binding, you don't have to. You can do anything you want. So basically, if you look here, that's the journal band. And then you have these pockets. So obviously the pocket can go this way, or it can go this way. And again, you've got score lines and you've got panel lines. So you cut the paper, let's say craft. You're going to do the outside in craft. You're going to just draw your little score line in lightly in pencil so you know where to score and fold. And then you just do the inside line for your layer on your pocket out of your pattern paper. These are so cool. So you've got a tall or a long pocket, and you've got a short one as well. And you've got the band. So you can use the pockets. It's showing here on the back of the packet. The pink lines are your scoring lines, and your yellow lines are your cutting lines. So it's got a long vertical pocket for an A6 card. It's got a short horizontal pocket for an A6 card as well. But these stencils, and it tells you what to do, score, gluing, blah, blah, blah. It tells you everything here you need. And they're very inexpensive. I have no idea how much they cost, but they're very inexpensive. I say get it because you can do a lot with these. If you were going to buy a die, let's see how this would fit in my machine. If you were to do a die for this thing, you would need the wider machine, right? You couldn't use your standard Big Shot because it's wider. So you're talking you'd have to have the bigger machine. This die set, if you were to get this as a die set, would probably be $50+. But again, you couldn't do it because you wouldn't have that big machine. So, I mean, well, actually probably be more expensive because you'd have all of these pieces, right? It would be an outline, then it would be the interior pieces. It would be a lot more. So I'm sure this is maybe $12, something like that. I always recommend getting these stencils. And I know it's an old-fashioned thing that we used to use stencils years ago, but I really like them. So, okay, so I've shown you what's new. And again, what a shame that got damaged. So that's my paper pack. Okay, so let me just move this somewhere else. Let's just move this right into my stash, except for the Lavinia, because we are short on the Lavinia. Okay, and then I pulled these two stamps. So Sarah Newman, these are not new. Sarah Newman had a range of stamps, and I wasn't sure who it was that told me, but these will go so well with the new Arden collection, so well. So they all have that theme, and she had like, there was 8 stamps, and I think 6 of them would go with the Arden line. So very nice. Have a look at that. Okay, so let's see. We've got 12 minutes. Let's see what we can do. Let me see what I can grab. Ooh, let's use one of these stencils. Let's start a page for a journal. So this one is called Buildable Botanicals number 1, item number 667071. And I like stencils, so let's use this. Let's grab a piece of paper. So you've got a choice of 4 stencils. Let's grab. This is a crappy piece of paper, unfortunately. That's what I have. We're going to use crappy piece of paper, and I'm not going to use the platform, but I will use some of the new inks. So let's go with maybe that color palette. Maybe we will do a little bit of fossil down the side. But let's see what we can do with these. Okay, let's grab some brushes. I have an orange one, I have a yellow one, I have a pink one, and okay. Now, normally I would use the platform, everything would be securely in place, but we're going to hope I don't move it. I'm going to move it, I can tell. I just want to see how pretty this pattern is. I should tape it. Do I have any tape? I do have some here. Okay. Oh, and look, I moved it. Okay. Well, let's add a bit of pink. These stencils are pretty, so pretty. So David's release is on Wednesday. I have the release. I have not opened the box, but it did arrive today. So I'll be able to ship that out pretty quick. Okay, so now let's grab the fossil. You can do the words in the fossil. I'm going to come back with a little green for those leaves. I just want to see what this looks like because it's so pretty in the package. And we did run out of a couple of these, oops, I moved it again. We did run out of a couple of the ink pads. I've got more arriving. They'll be here Wednesday. Let me just find a little green and we'll add something to the leaves. We'll go with Green Jean. Oh yeah, so Jackie, I'm going to try and add another class in the morning for the art journal, so when you get off the cruise, have a great time, by the way. So I'm just going to try and grab some of the leaves, and I could have, you know, blocked it off, but as I actually don't care, so we're just going to go with this. I think I'm going to add a little bit more pink in here too. Let's see what we get. This would make a beautiful card front too. Let's go with a little bit more. You know what? No, I think I'm going to go with the sunrise. Oh, that's a green leaf. Going to come right to the edge now. Okay, let's lift that up and see what we've got. Even with me slightly shifting the stencil, look how pretty that stencil is. I mean, that's just so pretty. And I definitely think, well, one, yes, it could be an art journal page. It could be also, you could do it on a scrapbook layout if you did it on big paper and have your photo coming off the side here. That would be really pretty. Also, you could make a card front out of it. I think that would be gorgeous. And unfortunately, I don't have a trimmer, so I can't show you that. But that is a very pretty stencil. I have another piece of paper here. Let's just quickly see what this one's like. We've got a few minutes. This one has different flowers. Let's see if we can tape it off first. So I think all the stencils they've done this time around, the huge ones that I showed you last week, are just so pretty. Now let's do this. Let's do this in a stripe. Can you imagine if you cut a pocket out of this or an envelope, how pretty that would be? Let's go with the pink and then we'll come back with the yellow again. I don't think I have time to die cut it today, but I think this would be die cut as an envelope would be gorgeous. Let's come out with some of that pineapple again. Oops. And again, should use a platform or tape it down properly. So there's 4 stencils in the packet and this is 2 of them. So one that is gorgeous by itself, but we can do a lot with this. So we could put the stencil back in place. We could go around with a black pen or a white pen and outline it. We could add stickles or some other things, but I think this would be very, very pretty die cut. So what was that other set that I had here? Let me grab a set, hang on. It'd be kind of cool cut out of that one because you'd see just a very little bit of the pattern, but you'd see a lot of the color. Ooh, if this had been cardstock, and you cut the book one out of it, that would be so pretty with the cut edges on here. That would be nice also. This would be nice with the alphabet. Cut the letters out of here. Really, really nice. Let me just show you the size of the letter. Also the, how did I not cut these before? Yeah, I carry a lot of blades in my pocket. Had a guy come in the other day and he had a knife. And then I showed him my pocket. I got this knife. I have this knife, this knife, this knife, this knife, and a couple of pencil sharpeners, and he was in awe that I carried so many knives. Just thought I'd share that. But look how pretty that would be as a letter. And then do the outline as the black. And pop it on there, or a different, beige color or whatever. That would be so pretty for letters. I might die cut some of those. So, or even you know, a frame, the envelopes, the tags. There's so many options. But it's just a pretty stencil. Anyway, I gotta go because now we're out of time. But yeah, pockets are the best. Okay, guys, thanks for watching me. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see if I can find something, and maybe we'll make something with this paper. So that one and this one. Pretty. All right, guys, have a good night. See you tomorrow.